What's up, Honda fans? I'm Honda Laura, and today we're doing a review on the 2018 Honda Accord in the sport trim level with the 2-liter turbo engine. So let's get it going. As always, we'd like to say thank you to Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk for letting us take out the new Accord today. So Honda just released the all-new 2018 Honda Accord. They started with the 1.5-liter engine and just released the 2-liter turbo. We have the sport trim level here, so let's start off with the exterior features. Starting off at the front end, so the new front end of the Honda Accord is just beautiful. It's really wide, aggressive. Something that I noticed on the sport model is the chrome spanning the width is actually a dark tinted color, so it kind of like gives you that dark, aggressive look to it. The front end is packed with LEDs. So the whole headlights are LED, daytime running lights are LED, fog lights are LED, and the turn signal indicators are LED. It adds to the whole beauty and elegance of the new Accord. Moving down along the side, the sport trim level still stays with the 19-inch alloy wheels. I'm not sure how I feel about these. I kind of liked the generation before. They were really cool, just those like cool 5-spoke, but still beautiful. Smart entry system is on the sport 2-liter model with the auto walk away. So all you have to do is just have your key fob with you. You can unlock the car, and once it gets a certain distance away, the car will automatically lock, which is so cool. Moonroof is also standard. Capless fuel filler is now on most Honda of the lineup. Down along the back side, something that I noticed first off is going to be the dual chrome exhaust. Backup camera standard and the deck lid spoiler. Now let's take a look under the hood. Under the hood of the 2018 Honda Accord Sport is a 2-liter, 4-cylinder, detuned Type R VTEC engine, which produces 252 horsepower. Features a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it yields 22 city, 32 highway, and a combine of 26 miles per gallon. So this car is super awesome. I really love it. I think it's so beautiful and it has so much power. It's actually the replacement for the Accord V6, which is now the 2-liter turbo. And it is the same engine in the Civic Type R, just detuned. Now let's take a look at the interior features. So I absolutely love the new Accords. I think the first thing I noticed was that the interior is completely black. The whole headliner is black, all of the accents are black, and on the sport level you get this really cool carbon fiber accent on the front. I love it. The new steering wheel is beautiful. I love the new setup. The new gauge cluster up front, amazing. The new display audio system and the whole thing, I love it. I think everything in here is beautiful. So on the new Accord, I just love the new steering wheel. It's leather wrapped on the sport model, and it's just very upscale looking. I feel like it's something that you would see like on an Audi. It has lots of different buttons that on the left side will control the new gauge cluster up top. So you have an analog speedometer on the left side, and then on the right side, it's a colorful screen that displays all different things on here. You have the tachometer, you have the fuel and the range, speed and time, audio controls, phone controls, traffic signals, which actually shows you the current speed limit on the road you're traveling, which is a cool thing. And I like it because you have the option to do what's on this screen here. So you don't have to take your eyes far away from the road to control everything. You don't have to take your hands away from the wheel. That's a very beneficial feature. Another thing on the sport model that I've always been a big fan of is the aluminum pedals. I love that. I think it's so sporty. Each generation, Honda keeps updating their display audio system. I think this is probably one of the best ones yet. It keeps getting quicker and faster and more responsive, which is always very beneficial. The new display audio is touchscreen, and it features the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Also, XM radio, which I love. I think that's a great feature. And this is all available on the sport model. Also has the Bluetooth controls, Bluetooth streaming, audio, and the volume knob. Moving down a little bit farther is your dual climate controls and heated seats. Something that I like about the climate controls is that now when you change it to hot or cold, it glows blue or red. It's the little things that entertain me, I guess. Center console up front has a lot of storage space actually that goes pretty far down. Your smartphone connection here, 12-volt adapter. One of my favorite features, I think it just looks really cool and upscale and luxury, is the automatic transmission with the button shifters. I think it's just cool. Maybe it's because I know it was first introduced on the touring and elite pilots, so it's just something that seems really high in the trim levels. You also have the sport and the econ mode. Sport mode is so cool because when you push it, it has the gauge cluster glow red. I love it. And then when you have it on the tachometer also, and you go from the normal to the sport, it just makes it look really cool. Whole thing glows red. It's really cool. Also the electronic parking brake and the brake hold system. You also have lots of storage space under the armrest. Also leather. And the seats, which are still the same as, no, the seats are super comfortable also. They are leather bolstered, so leather on the outside and then the fabric on the inside. This is some fabric that I've never seen before, so it's definitely new with the new Accords, and it's extremely comfortable. Another awesome feature that I think was very beneficial for them to do is they offer Honda Sensing on all Accord trim levels standard. And what Honda Sensing is a suite of safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and the collision mitigated braking system, which will help prevent or reduce the severity of any oncoming collision. Now let's take a look at the back seats. So the back seats in the Accord are actually extremely spacious. Every time I've always showed somebody the back seats, they couldn't believe how much room there was, and they're extremely comfortable, which is, I think, due to how far out the seats come. So they're very comfortable. There's definitely enough room for 3 people, and there is a center with an armrest. So definitely. Now let's take a look at the trunk space. The trunk space on the Accord is actually, when you open it up and you look at it, I was actually really surprised just now when I opened that up. There is 16.7 cubic feet of cargo space, and there is the 60-40 split, so you have that pass through with you. So, you know, you don't need an SUV. You can just do just fine with your sedan. There's no surprise why the Honda Accord keeps being one of the best-selling vehicles like ever. It's no wonder why the Accord has and always will be one of the best-selling sedans on the market. It's gorgeous. They just keep making it even better, putting so much tech features in it. But this one is mainly about how it drives with that 2-liter turbo. So let's take it on the road. So like I said before, this 2-liter turbo replaced the V6 engine, and I think there was a lot of skepticism about whether it would, you know, be a sufficient replacement, but I think it's definitely up to par. I think if you put it in sport mode, the suspension gets a little bit stiffer, the steering tightens. It's really an awesome ride. This car is definitely not exotic, it's just a Honda Accord, but you definitely get some heads turn when it drives by. Nobody even knows what it is. And it has that awesome looking grille with LEDs everywhere. It looks really great. They still kept that really same Accord feel, great visibility, comfortable. I feel like, you know, I have a lot of space on my side. It's definitely packed with a lot of comfort and convenience like the blind spot information system. So I think some people were a little upset to see the lane watch leave, but the blind spot information system is just invaluable. It tells you if there's anybody on any of your blind spots, and if you then try to put your blinker on and merge over, it'll give you a visual notification and an auditory notification that somebody is there and it's not a good time to merge. And that was our review on the 2018 Honda Accord Sport with the 2-liter turbo. I think it is so gorgeous, and there is so much tech and comfort and convenience options. I think it's just a really great car overall. Fun to drive, really good to look at. So thank you to Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk for letting us take out the new Accord today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'm Honda Laura, and I'll see you next time.